And here we go, or here I go, as my wife is not yet here. LPH is somewhere floating around being a social butterfly. No, actually, she's upstairs, but she will be down in a minute. She'll be down in a minute. So we'll go ahead and we'll get sounding off here and say hello to some of the people that are joining us in the live portion here momentarily. As, of course, we do appreciate everybody who's able to join us. And is that my wife? I think I hear my wife coming. There she is. Hello.
Hey.
As we get ready to get going here.
Hey, everybody.
K-Unit, where we are. K-Unit is here.
Yeah.
Laura. Saturday morning.
Hey, Laura.
Jason. Steve. Nerdvana.
Hey, Nerdvana.
Renard is there so far.
Mm-hmm.
It says, hope we're having fun today. Yeah, we had a good day. But you can't find your glasses?
No, I have it.
What did you do with it?
Oh, there.
Right there.
It's pushed way back in there.
Pushed way back in there. See, Nerdvana joining us. Glad you could make it in here this evening. Well, it's evening where we are to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we are. I did not post this on Facebook this time. I don't know if that works at all.
Yeah.
Posting anything on Facebook. I don't know if anybody sees anything that I do on Facebook and comes to the YouTube channel as a result of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the social media works at all anymore.
Yeah.
None of the little tips and tricks and all of the junk that they tell you and all these YouTube gurus and whatever. And it's like, try this for your channel. No, nothing works. Ampersands don't work. Hashtags don't work. Sharing on social media doesn't work. I don't know if thumbs up works. I'll take them. If you want to give us a thumbs up, we appreciate it. I don't know if what's the other one now that they have?
The hype.
Yeah, does that work?
Hey, Pastor Rick.
Pastor Rick joining us.
Hey, Robert
is here.
Don't have Facebook. I'm like Robert. I don't do social media. I just have YouTube. That's it. No, nothing else. Just,
Yes,
and then we got Christopher Graham.
I put, because I do have the group on the Facebook, and I maintain the group, and I put things out there to interest people, whatever. Dollbase is joining us. Things like the Wacky Wednesdays vintage magazine ad thing and stuff that I do just to keep people engaged. But otherwise, I don't see much use otherwise for the Facebook or what's the other one, X or any of it. I don't think
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. I post photos on Instagram sometimes. It doesn't seem to work, at least not for me. It doesn't seem to work very well at all.
I don't know. I don't do social media. The people I want to know, I know.
Yeah. YouTube is fine. I mean, YouTube is good enough, and we try to be interactive on YouTube. What is it?
Saturday morning, and Lee.
Lee is joining us. Who was it? We were nominated
for what?
The last time. The comic book awards or whatever.
Thank you, Pastor Rick.
Pastor Rick gave us a donation for when he says kiddie pool, of course, and most of you are aware we have our cat shelter that we take care of. We appreciate that.
Dr. Cohen.
Dr. Cohen. Thank you, Pastor Rick, of course. All the help we can get with our feline friends. What was it? It's the CBC Awards, right? Comic Book Community Awards. They're already getting that fired up again. They're starting it up now. I saw a post on the Instagram. Yeah, I looked at the Instagram. I saw a post on the Instagram from them just recently, which of course many of you, and there's John McJunkin.
Hey, John.
That we were nominated in the last cycle, but I felt like appreciate getting nominated, but I think it was a poor category. I don't think the category fit us because we were nominated for for unboxings, and we do unboxings, but rarely. It's not.
But we're not a comic book.
Well, they have
100% comic book.
Yeah, but they had other categories like live streams and convention tours, things like that. Matter. But yeah, I was like, does that category fit? Not quite.
Wow.
Munion's talking about 30th anniversary of
Pokemon.
I know, because they want to celebrate every anniversary now, and it's not even like an anniversary that makes any sense half the time. But Pokemon, the only Pokemon I was ever interested in was the cards from Burger King.
Wow.
because they were gold plated.
Mm-hmm.
They were gold plated, and they came in a little egg. And they don't have Happy Meal prizes, whatever meal prize stupid thing that they were doing at the time. And I was like, I had a set of those once upon a time, and I no longer do. Never do. Saturday morning said Highlander and Care Bears movie 2. Care Bears movie 2. See,
we'll be 40 years old next week.
And Yu-Gi-Oh! I never got
in a couple
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Of years.
I never got Yu-Gi-Oh! Either. My kid used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, okay.
And I'd watch that thing, and I'm like, that half the show is them standing there talking about what they're going to do to each other before they pull their card out. And I was like, run up, kick the guy in the nuts, and then that's the end of the show. He's just gonna, I will throw this card, and this card will do blah blah blah. And next thing I know, 10 minutes go by and a commercial block, and another 10 minutes. I'm like, my God, are they gonna do anything on this show except run their mouths?
Hey, Dylan.
Dylan.
They recalled the poke balls for the Burger King Pokemon toys.
Did they?
I don't know. I guess so.
I don't know. I remember those cards, though. I remember those cards, and I had a set of those cards from Burger King because that was back when collecting meal prizes was still cool. And McDonald's had the little Spider-Man action figures, and they did you got a set of them, didn't you? The Batman, animated series meal prize figures.
I got that and the lunchbox, the meal prize.
Yes,
box.
the meal prize.
The Happy Meal box.
Happy Meal
That's
prize
what I'm
box.
trying to say.
That's right. Those are getting pretty collectible now too.
Yeah,
the old meal prize boxes.
Yeah, and we talked about before, if you can't afford the toy, get some alternative stuff that goes along, like the Happy Meal prize boxes, lunch boxes, frame tray puzzles, lunch trays, trash cans, things like that. Because some toys are very expensive.
Yeah.
And you can't afford them, but you might get some satisfaction from getting the alternative stuff. So I get some of the alternative stuff.
She's got a lot of the TV trays.
Yeah, I did get into those TV trays because they're not expensive. Now, some of them can be, like the 89 Batman. That one has a price to it. That one can be expensive. I actually ended up getting one that had a rust stain. It had a rust stain, so it wasn't that bad.
The ash cans usually are pretty affordable too, unless it's something really obscure, like the Village People one's very expensive.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you can pick them up for like around $20 if they're not that expensive. But there are a few that are really rare.
Reynard, I heard this week that Paramount won that bid, and they now own Warner Brothers. So that means DC will be in their hands. I'm still like, because Paramount do some weird things, because I think they're the ones that own Star Trek.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, Paramount's wonky too. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Cohen started watching Pirates of the Dark Water.
We are watching that. We're on season 2.
Yeah.
And it's actually a pretty good show. One continuous story.
The action figures actually look like the characters.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty good show. Yeah. We started watching. And we'll find some things, like I said, on Tubi, on YouTube. Actually got some stuff, but you got to deal with a million commercials. So a 20-minute show might be 2 hours once you get finished with YouTube because of all those commercials. But Paramount did great with the Sonic films. Maybe they can steer DC. I hope so.
They need to steer Star Trek in the right direction.
I don't know what happened.
They've had that longer than anything. They've had that since the 60s.
Oh, Highlander is a good movie.
Queen
and also
did the soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Queen did the soundtrack.
Well, they got the new movie coming out with the guy, the Superman guy.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I like him. He's good looking. Back in the 90s, they also did a little Pokemon toys that came with a poke ball, but a kid could fit whole nose and mouth in it. Oh, People do dumb things and then they take it away from you just
Yeah,
because
they
you got
take it away
silly
from you.
things.
That's what happened, of course, most famously. That's why we never got a rocket firing Boba Fett because of that Battlestar Galactica Viper rocket that the kid shot into his own mouth and swallowed.
Yeah, and he died, didn't he?
He died, yeah. He inhaled it rather, and they didn't. And I guess parents didn't know what to do, and so he didn't make it. But I mean, what are the odds of that? Of somebody doing so, or that I'm sure there were kids that have shot things into their mouths and then they were fine, but that just happened to be the one fluke, and as a result of that, they had to walk back the whole division. That cost them the show because the toys were canceled, and then when the toys were canceled, when Mattel backed off, then that hurts the show because they rely on some of that income.
K Muni got a new thumbnail.
Oh yeah,
I'm late.
Johnny's
yes, Johnny.
there. He's at a DVD store.
Oh, with my purchased DVDs.
Uh-huh.
Just saw Dave's twin, the gentleman whose name is Gary, said that he's been told by other people before that he looked like a famous YouTube influencer. So he said he'll look up your channel. Okay.
The gentleman? I don't know who that is.
Whose name is Gary.
Oh, okay.
The gentleman whose name is Gary.
All right. I have no idea. So somebody thinks they look like me. All right. We'll see. We will see. Speaking of Battlestar Galactica, because he's in here too, isn't he?
Who?
Oh goodness. Robert Online.
Yeah, Robert's
yeah. Robert is in here because I had that still out. Remember? As Robert sent this, and of course that is the 1978 Mattel Muffy, the Daggett or Muffet, aka Muffy, the talking Daggett for Mattel, who still works.
Oh, really?
Still works. See, let's see if we can get it to go here. Hold still, Daggett.
You ain't saying nothing. Oh yeah, he barks and all kinds of stuff.
Well, he didn't talk in the show.
Yeah, I know.
He just made noises. He just made noises on the show. But yeah, this is one of the things we did. We did an unboxing like a week ago, and this is one of the things that he had sent in that package.
Voltron had to remove all of the missiles from the Japan version because of that kid. And Johnny sent us a DM. We'll watch it later.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he sent it to the Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have not seen that yet, Johnny. I have not seen that yet, Johnny. As we keep rolling there. But, yeah, this is a neat piece. And of course, I do have a bunch of I have the full first wave of the Mattel Battlestar Galactica action figures on the card. I don't have any of the vehicles, and I don't have anything from Wave 2. Wave 2 is very expensive, though, of course, again, because the line was canceled because of that whole incident. It's incredible, but that's what they do. That's what they do. That's how you lost realistic looking toy guns, because for years and years, a little history for you here, folks. Any cap gun collectors? I used to have a big collection of vintage cap guns. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I only have one piece left. I have one vintage cap gun left, still sealed in the package. But you remember they used to make them look real from the 20s all the way through to the early 80s. Even when they stopped making metal ones, because they used to be metal. They used to even come with revolvers with like fake bullets that you could pull cylinder out and load chambers like real bullets and everything. It was crazy.
Hey, Daniel.
But we had one time, okay, because everybody is confused about what it was that caused them to stop doing that and to insist on orange tips on everything. And look this up. It was in California, okay? It was in California. This is what started that legislation. There was a guy who ran on stage on a live news broadcast with a gun. Okay. The guy was mentally ill. All right. With a gun. held it on the newscaster,
Mm-hmm.
and gave him a piece of paper to
Mm-hmm.
read and made him read it,
Mm-hmm.
and then took off. And this went over the air live. Okay. He took off, right? And they caught him, toy gun. He didn't have a real gun.
Mm.
And then they were like, oh, see, you can use a toy gun like it was a real one, and people can't tell the difference. We need to stop this. And then Congress went bonkers, and then they passed the law. And then that did away, even though for decades it never been a big deal. Like, you can't get that orange tip off if you wanted to use it in the exercising of a crime, like trying to rob a convenience store or something, or get an older one. Or, God forbid now, oh, I can't get a toy gun that looks like a real one. I'll just use a real one. Brilliant, Congress, but whatever.
I don't know who Christopher Lambert is.
Highlander.
And we got
I've only ever seen the first one, and I've also watched the TV show.
No, he was saying, what other movie do you like from that guy? But I don't know who he is and know Lambert. What else he was in.
Yeah, you
hey,
do.
Richard.
You do. He was in
and John. Go ahead, I'm listening.
John Frosnick.
Yeah.
Christopher Lambert is the guy in that movie. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It was post-apocalyptic, and it was in the prison, and him and his wife were arrested, and they were put in different parts of the prison.
Oh,
you remember?
I kind of remember the movie, but not the people in it.
The warden was a cyborg.
And then they climbed down the middle
they had to climb out. Yeah, that was Christopher Lambert.
Okay, I don't know who was in it, but I remember the movie.
And he was Raiden in the Mortal Kombat movie. The guy with the lightning in the Mortal Kombat. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, Megatron was a real looking gun. The original one, the Popey one, which was die cast and shot actual pellets.
No, it's fine.
It doesn't take batteries.
Hey, Frankenfrog. I like the Mortal Kombat movie he was in. Most of the time, game movies are bad. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Most of the time they were bad. But that's what happened with cap guns.
Oh, it said he was Tarzan, too.
That's right.
I never saw Tarzan.
Legend of Greystoke, Tarzan in the 80s. That's right.
He was in Highlander, Fortress, and Tarzan. WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre is going to be in the new... I don't know Drew McIntyre.
We don't know anything about the modern wrestling.
Yeah, he must have came out after we stopped watching.
Yeah. See, this is the only one I have left. And it's the Bicentennial Spirit of 76 cap pistol.
Oh, really?
That's the only one I have left from my original collection. With the price tag from Osco Drug for $1.76.
John said he met Gary at a funeral this week for a fire captain. He said he looks like your twin.
Oh.
Did you? Yeah, I heard that there's going to be a new Scream
They don't need it. We didn't need the first one.
It was like 8 or 9 of those Screams, right? And then they redid it with those brothers, the Wayne brothers. They did all of those. Yeah, they did all of those parody like movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the first Scream. I want to say I saw the second one too. I know for a fact I saw the first one. I might have seen the second one.
Richie remembers. Yeah, Fortress. And there was 2 of them. There were Fortress and Fortress 2.
It was 2 of them when it was in the prison?
There was a sequel.
Oh, okay.
They made a sequel to it. But so Christopher, you know Christopher Lambert. You just got to remember the film. You've seen him in a few things because he had a bunch of stuff in the 80s. Yeah, we don't know anything about Christopher. We don't vintage wrestling, sure. Golden age wrestling.
Is that the guy that played in the Ninja Turtles? No, that's Sheamus. Never mind. No, because when he said Scottish, I thought about Sheamus.
Okay.
That played in the Ninja Turtles. He was Bebop and Rocksteady. Who was he? I think he was Rocksteady or something.
I don't remember.
Scary movie. Yeah, they had another. Oh,
there's another one this year, and John says there was 7 screams.
oh,
Blah. Give me a break.
7 of them. I
And
love the
Richie,
action figures last night.
which ones? Because
They had some
we had
good
our
ones.
we had our roundup last night, of course.
Yeah.
We did our roundup, but I don't. Oh, okay. He's saying the
Yeah.
Crimson Moon. Those are interesting. Yeah.
Those were nice. I like
Yeah.
that style. And a lot of companies, these little independent companies, are coming out with that style of action figures. I like those.
Legends kind of scale.
Especially the red hooded cobra. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I was pointing out yesterday, the Hasbro won't do it. Hasbro won't do it. They're afraid of somebody pointing a finger at them and saying, "Oh, you're being racist because he's got a hood on." It's like Cobra Commander always had a freaking hood. In the comics, on the show, give us a break.
Robert Carradine died. I saw Police Academy. I don't know why Robert Carradine came up. He was in the Nerds, but he died this week, and
they
we
had
saw
too many of those too.
Yeah, too many of
one
the
was
nerds.
Enough.
Yeah. And then we saw a movie that he was in because somebody put up a movie in remembrance, and he wasn't even a main star, but it was Massacre at Central High.
That movie's funny.
It was not funny. That boy killed up. He was like a mass murderer.
Yeah, he was psychotic, but I mean,
he
was getting even with other students.
Yeah,
and he took it to the next level because he lost his leg because of them kids.
Yeah, and he started out trying to help out the kids that were being bullied. And then once he got rid of the bullies,
they took over.
They took over and started bullying. And then he
was like, "Nah, it's on." And he was killing all these kids in like these interesting ways.
Oh, Johnny said Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South.
Someone stole his megaphone recently at a show. I saw a report on that. Someone swiped it from him or off his table.
Migo Matt is here.
Hey, glad you could make it.
Yeah, I heard about that they stole his megaphone. That's crazy. Has anyone heard about Tubi's channel, New Saturday Morning Cartoon Binge Block? I heard. Now they got I've heard Tubi added a lot of cartoons, and I do watch a lot of the animated stuff on Tubi, and some new stuff has come out. There's a YouTube channel, and it shows like all of the new shows added to streaming stuff. And I had watched a little bit on the one about Tubi, and I saw some cartoons on there, and I actually went and looked it up to save to watch. But yeah, Tubi is a good go-to for classic movies. We watch one a day called The Earth Dies Screaming.
And yeah, it's like this 60s made for TV British film.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. And Tubi is also good for kung fu movies, which we haven't watched a kung fu movie in a while.
We really haven't, have we?
No, and we usually watch it one a week, and we haven't watched it in a while. And they're good for cartoons. They're really good for cartoons, but they're good for movies though, and not so much TV shows. I don't think.
Munin doesn't like that they're redoing Street Fighter with those wrestlers.
Oh,
they can't act.
Yeah, but they're gonna look good.
Well, yeah, it can't be any worse than the one with Van Damme. Although, again, Raul Julia stole the show on that. His over-the-top acting makes it brilliant. Johnny, ask Jimmy Hart about that megaphone.
I'm tired of them Hanna-Barberas. I mean, good Lord, everybody show Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah, DC, they redraw all their own storyboards too, so everything looks the same.
Yeah.
It really does.
Foley, I haven't seen you in a while.
Axel wants to know if Iran has anything retro pop culture.
I doubt it.
No, because Iran was, without getting all political about it, was until this afternoon a theocracy.
Christopher says the Iron Sheik.
There you go. That's about it. That's about it. A theocracy, and a theocracy is a government that is run and controlled by religious authority, which their sect of religion does not permit that sort of thing. So no.
Tubi also has Pac-Man, Thundar. Now I did save Thundar.
Yeah,
and,
I have Thundar. I keep telling you.
And
I have that one.
I didn't see Dukes of Hazzard, so I'll go back and look and see what they've added. But yeah, I know they've added a ton of stuff. So I like Tubi. It's a good go-to streaming network that's free. So
Christopher said that the Dukes cartoon wasn't very good.
They made Ryu, Ken, and Akuma look all wrong. My 3 favorite characters are ruined. Now I saw the
they didn't look that great in the other movie either.
I saw the Street Fighter movie, the animated version.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
We saw both. They had 1 and 2, and we saw both, and it looked good there. I saw, like he said, the Van Damme one. It was like whatever.
Except for Raul Julia.
Yeah.
It steals the show.
Yeah, I mean, it was doofy.
That's how you got to do it, though. If you're doing something like that, man, pour your guts into it like Raul Julia did. That's what made Knight Rider so good. Because Knight Rider, dumb show, but David Hasselhoff plays it serious as a heart attack.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, you got to love him for it.
And Adam West, Batman, did too.
That's why they wanted him over the other guy. Because other people went out for that part. And they were like, Adam West was so drop dead, freaking dry and serious about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, that is hilarious. It works.
Yeah, they do have GoBots. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
I haven't seen the GoBots since I was a kid.
Yeah, they have GoBots, though. Tubi does.
Can't be any worse than Transformers. the original Transformers is not, it's written for a very, very young crowd.
Yeah, we went back and watched it, and we got up to like season 3. I think we were about to start season 4, and I just couldn't take it anymore. It was like, okay, this is too much. Because I remember watching it, but I don't remember it being, I don't want to say it was bad. I get
the dialogue is just really dumbed down. It's for a much younger audience, the way that it was written up.
But it didn't feel like, it felt like Prime didn't know what he was doing.
Prime was a nitwit on that show.
Yeah,
it really was.
It didn't feel like the Autobots had their stuff together. At least Megatron had a plan, and he was putting it out there, and then he got sideswiped somehow or another. But it never felt like Prime knew what he was doing. And then I'm always like, okay, y'all are driving. How do you start from wherever you are to going across the ocean? How did you get there?
Yeah, roll out and suddenly they're in Australia.
Yeah, they're all on another continent. And you're like, how the heck did that happen? At least with
bridges.
At least with the Decepticons, you knew they flew there.
Yeah, and then they but the Autobots flew in the first episode, and then they did away with that.
Yeah,
they used to be able to fly.
Yeah,
they changed it for
I
some
don't know
reason.
what happened with that.
But it's the same formula. Remember Sunbow again? The same formula they did with GI Joe. If you listen to the dialogue from both of those shows, okay. If you listen to the dialogue, it's I mentioned this before with GI Joe, but the same thing goes for Transformers. The hero team has primitive dialogue. They sound like they're addressing children. But then when you listen to the villains team, the dialogue becomes more sophisticated. Listen to the Joes talk, and then listen to the Cobra teams talk. And it's like you've just gone from 3rd grade to high school. And the same thing with Transformers. The Transformers sound like a bunch of dimwits. And then you go to, Autobots, and then you go to the Decepticons, and then the dialogue gets more sophisticated. And they're more organized. Same thing with G.I. Joe, because Cobra was a real military organization, and they had structure and they had their thing together. They even had a dental plan. They had vacations. They had all this stuff. They were like an actual military unit. And then G.I. Joe, bunch of mercenaries, and half of them are goofs and don't do the job. And they screw up everything. And then they stumble into a victory by the end of the show, if you're really paying attention. And it's the same thing on Transformers.
No, we're not big in the DVD collecting. I mean,
we have a lot.
We have it, but we don't go out with the intent to collect. We just buy stuff that we like,
Yeah.
and then we kind of set it on the shelf.
Well, you can see a lot of animated stuff right behind her here. It's right there.
Oh, Ruel Julia was Gomez Adams
in the movies.
Oh, okay.
There were two films in the 90s.
Oh.
They're actually not bad renditions. They're not bad renditions. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Axel Foley, the Dukes of Hazzard film was not good.
Duke's cartoon got full cast from. Oh yeah. To do their voices. Oh, they replaced them. Coy and Vance. That was the worst season.
Well, the producers, had a dispute about pay, and the producers are like, "Oh, the car's the star of the show. We could put anybody in that car." Nope, apparently not. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. It didn't work out very well for him. The same mistake was made with Land of the Lost, which was the only, if I remember correctly, Sid and Marty live action Saturday morning show that was a drama instead of a comedy. And Dad got the guy who played the father got into it with Sid and Marty because he was like, "You got my image on all this merchandising and I'm not seeing any money from it." And they were like, "Oh, you're fired." And then they replaced him. And then a third season, it was still well written, but it wasn't the same actor, and everybody knew it, and it didn't help. It hurt the show, and it could have kept going. It's probably their best production.
I know Crunchyroll is a big anime watching app, but you got to pay for it though. Coy and Vance was Dukes of Hazzard season 1, and Boy and Luke took over for season 2.
Yeah.
In the cartoon.
I didn't like when they were on either because we rewatched the entire Dukes of Hazzard. We finished last year, didn't we? Early last year with the
I don't know when we finished.
We watched the whole series, and when Coy and Vance was on, they made Boss Hogg really sinister. They altered his character, and then they got back to the traditional Boss Hogg when the Duke boys were back. But he because he had a code and you could understand Boss Hogg, but then he got really ugly when they were there, and I guess they did that to make him more over the top because their ratings were sliding. And then walked it back when the actual Bo and Luke came back.
We saw a piece of the 80s Battlestar Galactica.
I didn't care for that at all. A lot of people like it. I didn't like it.
When Bo and Luke came back, that was a big thing. Yeah, because people wanted Bo and Luke Duke, but then the show seemed like it went off the rails a little bit. That's when they started showing you the toy car jumping the stuff and everything, and then they had that alien episode.
Oh yeah, the last season got really weird with all of that. There was an alien episode with a space critter. I'm gonna get me my space critter and we're gonna have a circus. Okay. Some of the stuff they came up with in that last season was really bizarre.
You can tell that they were stretching it and they were doing like a real reach.
Yeah.
But
it was
I don't know. I guess they had already got everything they could get out of it.
I guess so.
But I always wonder about some of these shows like Dukes of Hazzard, even Marshall Dillon, because if you listen to like Roscoe and Boss Hogg talk, it doesn't sound scripted. And then on like Marshall,
they say some weird stuff.
Yeah, and then when you watch Marshall Dillon, the stuff that Chester be saying to Marshall Dillon
or the
and to the doc,
yeah,
you're like, that was not scripted. You made that up because it's just hilarious.
And you can see the actor playing Dylan sitting there like covering his face, like he's trying not to laugh. But they're gonna keep rolling anyway. You get that vibe from it. But you got that sometimes with Boss Hogg and Roscoe with some of the chatter that they had. Keeping in mind, both of them were not comedic actors.
No.
They were dramatic actors. So I'm sure that they were capable of keeping something rolling in character. And what's his name, Sorrel Brooks in particular, Boss
Yeah, he
Hogg,
was
a genius.
Yeah, he was a good actor. We seen some things he was in. I'm surprised Saturday morning they didn't have any Gunsmoke action figures. I would love to see a 1/6 scale Marshall Dillon.
Bonanza's the only one I mean, there were toys. They were like gun, pistol, and holster sets.
Yeah,
and things
but not
like
the
that.
characters.
But actual action figures, the only one I can think of is Bonanza off the top of my head, from American Character in what, 1967, and they only did one run. They didn't finish the series. They canceled it. But
John says the G.I. Joe action figures were awesome.
Yeah.
A Real American Hero comic books were well written.
Yeah.
Now I don't have any of the raw comic books. I got the original G.I. Joe.
It's better than the
Sunbow.
Sunbow.
But he said that they were well written. I'm curious to read that. I've seen some of the newer ones. Now, just from the cover, they look good. And I was like, oh, I might want to read that. And even the serial. Yeah, the cartoon, though. The cartoon was fun to watch.
And there's Stone Sour.
But you know, the when it came out on what was that network where they had the little clips and then they put them together? Those weren't bad, the G.I. Joe. Like not Six Sigma. They came out with it later in the 2000s, and we saw that, and it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. Yeah, Boss Hogg and Roscoe was
and
really
Sorrel
good.
Brooks was a legitimate genius as well, because he worked in he worked in espionage in was that the correct section? During World War II. He deciphered languages because he could fluently speak, I think, like 13 languages or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a big deal. And Stone Sour had made a donation to to our cat shelter. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I think Gunsmoke lasted the longest, because Gunsmoke was like 20 years.
Yes. MASH was like what, 13?
I don't know.
And Rawhide was like what, 10? And Bonanza might have been 11. I'm trying to remember, but I know Gunsmoke was 20 seasons.
Saturday morning said Bonanza did give us the Twilight Zone. What episode was that?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's been forever since I've seen any
Hey,
of that.
G.I. Joe Dave. Yep. Hey, guys. Nice camo shirt. Looks good on. Yes, the raw 80s Marvel comics. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to see that. He's got Recondo there on his thumbnail.
And then we got Bobcat Joe Gutfeld.
What is your favorite
comic book movie?
I would. Oh boy,
I don't know. That's a hard one. That's not an easy question there, Bob.
You know, how about you never saw it? Sin City live action. I'll say Sin City because it is 100% spot on, exact to the comic, even the way it looks and the dialogue, because it was Frank Miller. Same as the Dark Knight Returns cartoon. You remember you saw the Dark Knight with Old Man Batman?
Yeah.
That it's perfect, spot on, visually and dialogue wise to the comic, because Frank Miller insisted. So, you know, and I like the fact that it's got that really, really close adaptation, that they didn't skip a beat on it. There's other comic book movies that I've seen that I've liked, like the first Iron Man, for example, I thought was really well done. You know, or the first Captain America was really well done. But again, those two versions were spot on, perfect to the original comic adaptations. Correct, Migo Matt. It was an after school. And the easiest way to tell is by number of episodes, because a Saturday morning cartoon actually usually only had 12 to 14 episodes. But an after school show would have 32 to 64, depending upon how long they thought the run was going to go. Like if you look up Masters of the Universe, I think it's 62 or 64 episodes a season.
The alien was little cousin. He actually hit in a General Lee. He was played by the same person that played Cousin It and Buck Rogers Tweaky.
Yeah, Felix Silva. Yeah, that was Felix Silva again.
Yeah, Law and Order is still on. I used to have the Law and Order DVD from Law and Order CI, Criminal Intent CI, and Law and Order SVU. And man, I had like.
Here's the question though, Bobcat. Because I'm not too familiar with the Law and Order.
Oh yeah.
Or is every episode like 36 plus episodes, like the Gunsmoke?
When it used to be.
Yeah, because
I don't know if it is now.
In the modern era, a season is like 6 episodes now or 7. But
when it came out originally, because I had it on DVD, it was because it came out. It started
in the 90s, right?
I think the late 80s, early 90s. It might have been like right at 90, because it started with just Law and Order, and then it broke off into these spin-offs, and then Law and Order stopped, but SVU kept going, and I think they brought back Law and Order. So they had 3, and then I think they brought the Law and Order section back. So, you know. But it was good. But it kept changing out actors and changing out the lawyers and all of that. But they had some good stories because they did take stories out of the headlines and kind of reworked it. So it kept it like fresh.
Yeah.
Even though some of the stories look the same, because, you know, like I said, they take it out of the headlines. Some of them they worked out. But like I've always said, if you watch Law and Order SVU, the episode with Robin Williams, and then on Law and Order Criminal Intent, they had an episode with Whoopi Goldberg that was actually really good.
Which is shocking because it's Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, but she played that part. She was a mother. I think that she had 2 sons. I think the sons were like adopted or foster sons. I don't know if they were her natural sons, but anyway, they were 2 sons, and she was using and manipulating them to do crime. And it was really done, really good. It was well done. And then they had the episode with Ludacris was in there. And that storyline went on for a while. That was in SVU. That one went on for a while, and it was actually really good how they brought that together. You just need the mask, and you could be a Firefly.
They're talking about my shirt, Firefly from G.I. Joe.
Oh, animated Killing Joke
well, the second half of it. Because when they did the animated version, they added this beginning to it that's not in the Killing Joke. And the beginning part of it doesn't even feel like it fits. But the second part is very close to the comic adaptation. That's correct. Yeah, I don't remember Bonanza that well Saturday morning.
When my dad was here, we were watching it.
Yeah, but yeah, it wasn't hard. It was hard to pay attention to it.
Bonanza is good. Rawhide is good. Gunsmoke is good.
They're good shows, yeah.
But when you watch it all day long,
because if you change it, he gets upset. So
yeah. He liked westerns, so I was trying to put on any western. There's something else.
And then when you watch it on Pluto, they only have like 30 episodes that they cycle over and over and over again. It's like you got 15 seasons of this that came out or whatever, and we're only going to see 25, 30 episodes over and over and over and over because that's how they do it.
John says that the best comic book movie was Superman, the 1978 version starring Christopher Reeves.
That was a good film. That was a good film. Yeah. Saturday Morning said it started earlier as Marshall Dillon, and it was a radio drama as well. It was a radio drama.
And it's on YouTube. Hey, David.
Blue Splash.
How are you?
Yeah.
Animated Killing Joke is good.
Robert says if you avoid the Batgirl nonsense.
Yeah, that you could tell that wasn't a part of the show. You could tell that was just kind of thrown in there. So I don't know. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Richard, helping our cat fund again, our shelter cats. They're all doing all right. they're all doing all right.
Yeah,
they're doing good.
They're doing fine.
Of course, we lost Uncle recently. Uncle Cat passed away recently, but everybody else is doing well and in good spirits.
Law and Order Can't Hold a Candle to Sesame Street, over 4,000 episodes.
4,730. Yeah, wow. But from my perspective, Sesame Street ended the day Elmo appeared. Okay, because that's when it started turning into crap. But so everything pre-Elmo, that's Sesame Street. After Elmo, doesn't exist. Okay.
I don't know. Batman the animated series, did it come out before the book? The comic?
Before the comic book? I don't remember.
I don't know. I had the comic and I saw the animated show, which is great. But I don't remember which one came out first.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Bonanza went the sci-fi route? Really?
Really?
But that seems weird.
I don't know how that worked out. I don't know how that worked out. But because you get that sometimes. Like the original Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. The Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the show came out before the comic, and the comic was released to create a first appearance for Starfire because she was never a character. They made her up for that show, and so they needed to introduce her into comic book canon. Same as how Detective Comics had the first appearance of Batgirl because she was on the show before DC Comics ever even thought of it. And they were like, oh, wait a minute, you got a Batgirl? We don't have a Batgirl. We're the comic book. And so they put Batgirl in Detective Comics.
My dad is doing okay.
Oh, yeah. Amigo Matt's asking about her father.
Yes, he's settling. I was trying to say he's settling in. And he is. Because he doesn't call every day anymore.
Yeah.
But he is starting to settle in. We go by to visit. I saw him. Actually, it's been a while. It's been about 2 weeks since I saw him, and he was doing good. He's still kind of, like, look, when you gonna come and get me and take me home? But he's doing well.
Yeah,
he's doing well. He healthy. He eating and doing all of that, and he got some friends. The people try to get him to stay engaged, playing cards, listening to music and stuff. So he's doing fine.
And thank you, Stone Sour, made a donation to the channel.
Mortal Kombat 1990 is my favorite. Pure nostalgia.
It is. It's goofy, but it is.
Hey,
nostalgic.
David.
Hey, nostalgic for the 70s.
Yes,
now.
I did see a Chuck Connors.
That's right.
I will be doing special card. Oh, you're gonna put it on the card? Oh, for my Starsky and Hutch figures.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Rifleman is a good show. I was liking on that, and then when you watch 20 episodes in a row, you kind of get tired.
Especially when like 10 of them are the same ones. I would love to watch it all the way through because it looks like a really decent show.
Yeah, Rifleman is the one with Mark. Mark is a little bad behind, but Mark is good. He's a good kid though.
Richie says in New York they have help with stray cats. You can get free food, dry and wet.
Oh, okay.
There's a place out here that does it, but it's so far away it's not worth the drive. Where we are, it's again, I'm not going to make a 2-hour round trip to pick up a bag of cat food.
Yeah. Elmer came out in the 80s.
I barely remember.
Yeah, they say he was a small
until he started
little
getting obnoxious, and then they brought in Baby Bear with his lisp, and then they started bringing and the characters just kept getting louder and louder and louder. Like, oh, this is awful.
Dr. Cohen picked up the Batman animated series Bane figure. Gonna try and collect the whole line. I have that line. It's a good line.
The Kenner, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like Batman, but I actually like that one the most. Because I really like that, and I really like that series. And if you look it up, it's always in the top.
Do I have that here?
Top 5 of best TV shows. And it is. And I remember watching it in the 90s and wanting to see it. I thought it was so good. And then I went back and watched it twice. So it's a really good show. Law and Order will probably outlast all other shows. I think it's still on television. It is still on TV.
I have no idea.
It's still on. They've had so many changes. I've watched a couple of episodes. But I don't know. BE and AE, before Elmo and after Elmo. That's what Johnny said.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you, Blue Splash. Oh, my elbow hurt. This chair hurts my elbow.
Here, this is what I was talking about.
Spider-Woman cartoon was made to keep Filmation Web Woman from using the name Spider-Woman. So Marvel rushed a season 1 cartoon and threw her in a Nick Fury story to beat Filmation the name.
This is the one I was talking about, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends #1, with the first appearance right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this is not an easy book to find, actually, in any kind of decent shape. But yeah, the show, I believe, came out before the comic did. And they wanted to rush and get a comic out to
see you, Christopher.
Oh, okay. To accommodate that. Robert wants to know how Dad is.
He want to know how old he is.
Oh.
He's 76, I think.
Yeah.
He's like 76. The first appearance of Batman was in Detective Comic 27, which had a cover date of May 1939.
Good luck finding that one.
Elmo had another voice at first. That's probably why we kept missing him.
Yeah, that's why I don't remember him.
It was a Tickle Me Elmo doll craze that shot him to head a Muppet. Ironic, Abby would knock him out a first decade later. Oh. Have you seen Batman Cape Crusader? Yes. Yes, I have seen it. It's an Amazon. I was watching it when it came out. I liked how they changed. Oh, the Penguin was a woman.
Yeah.
I like what they did with Clayface. I did like that series. I hope they keep it going. I like that series. What they did with Penguin wasn't bad. That was the Penguin's mother, I think. And that was fine. It didn't bother me. I really liked how they did Clayface. And if they do a Clayface in movies, I hope they use that version of Clayface. And I actually looked it up. And originally, when they did Clayface, the version that they showed in Batman Cape Crusader is the original version.
Yeah.
And then they went on to what came out in the animated series. So
that's the first appearance of Batman, and she appeared on the 66 Batman before she got into comic books. And so that DC had to rush and fix it. And so this is your first appearance. And this is one you might remember from way back when I unboxed this, because I cleaned and pressed this one myself. It was a 3.0, I think, originally.
Why are you looking at me for, I don't know. Oh, why is it all scratched up on the back?
It's not all scratched up on the back. It has a pin mark on the back.
Well, that's all scribbly like that.
Yeah. Well.
What? Oh, well, Alicia still got a 5.
5.5. Yeah.
Despite they all that scratched up. Yeah, I agree with you 100% there, John. I don't mind remaking a TV show, a movie, a comic book movie, but don't mess with the characters. Leave the characters the way they are. Alter the story a little bit, but don't change the character and make them into something that's not what they were intentionally, intended to be. 80s Hulk cartoon got a one-shot comic.
Hulk versus Quasimodo. I remember that episode. But this is the reference that was being made by that new Thor yesterday that comes with the little frog.
Oh,
see, because there's the first appearance of Thor frog. Okay, Christopher. He's gonna go watch wrestling.
Yeah, Elite Wrestling.
First appearance of Thor Frog. If I remember that correctly, with the Quasimodo episode, there was a formula that was supposed to fix if you were a monster, you could drink it.
Mm-hmm.
And Banner gave it to him because he's only a monster part of the time, and Quasimodo's a monster all the time. Something lame.
Penguin's mom had a role in the Gotham TV show. Yeah, I did watch like the first 2 seasons, I think, of Gotham. Yeah, I kind of liked the Penguin in there too, because they showed like how he got started. I want to see the Penguin TV show with what's that guy name? The guy that was in the Batman. I can't remember his name right now, but he had that TV show, The Penguin. I'm gonna buy that DVD and watch that. And Richard says that season 2 of the Cape Crusader is coming out in April or May, and we have the Canadian Survivalist
with Super Grover.
Thank you for stopping in and joining us. Hello to you, Canadian Survivalist. Marvel through Transformer character Circuit Breaker and Death's Head in a Marvel title, first to keep rights to both.
I remember Death's Head. And
that's the name of the character?
He's a bounty hunter. His name is Death's Head. He's a machine though. Yeah, Munin said, shame to hear about Uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody else is doing fine. He was one of the indoor ones. And I don't know if Daniel and Monkey even understand what happened, because they've always been very sheltered. So I don't know if they understand. I know the girls do, because Granny and Miss Kitty were outdoor cats.
Yeah. Throng is his own character.
Throg is his own character.
Oh, that's the name of the frog?
Throg?
Mm-hmm. Penguin disturbing as a woman. No, I think that was the mother. I don't think that was Penguin.
It was Penguin.
Oh, it was?
Yes, it was. It was not his mother.
I guess I was telling myself that.
Yeah, you were telling yourself that because you didn't want them to switch up another character. Colin Farrell, says Richie.
Yeah. That's who played the Penguin in the Batman movie and had his TV show.
He was unrecognizable when they got him.
Yeah, he was.
They got him into all the makeup.
He said that one of his kids saw him in the makeup and was terrified because they didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
But everything I've heard about that show was really good. I haven't heard one bad thing, and I keep saying, and I always forget, I'm gonna find a DVD and watch that because it was so good. Self-titled Batman #1, 1940. This issue, famous for the first appearance of iconic villains, the Joker and Catwoman, initially called
The Cat. Yeah, I don't know about the Lego Marvel games. Throg. Is it Throg? I can't remember. I can't remember his name. But because that's out of the is that late bronze or early copper? I don't remember. But still, fun stuff. That was the first appearance, by the way. That one issue that I just showed from the slab. I don't have a lot of slabs, but I do have some slabs. And I've got some weird stuff slabbed that a lot of people have never heard of. So
reading what John said.
They're ruining comic book characters. Disney.
Yeah,
that's what Disney does now. Disney is like a menace. They're like this evil overlord that wants to destroy other franchises.
But I really don't understand the logic behind what they're doing, because they know they're not making money, and it's like it seemed like you are a company out to make money. You're going to do everything you can to make money. So I just don't understand the logic behind all of these bad movies and forcing whatever your feelings are. Just make what people want so you can keep making the money instead of losing millions.
No, we're going to tell you what you want. And then when you don't like it, we're going to insult you. That's how that works.
I guess.
That's what they
I don't
do.
know because I don't watch it.
No, I don't want to see it either. I don't want to see it either.
Richard said that Gotham and the Penguin and Law and Order film scenes in Yonkers.
Oh, we're coming along, by the way, with our construction project. As many of you are aware, we got the lounge and we have toy room 1, and so we're working on rooms 3 and 4. So toy room 2 and 3 then, and I've got the studs up. I did that this week, so studs are up. So we're getting there. Bones are in. The bones are in and set, as it were, so that we can get the electric set up, and get the sheetrock up and paint it and put in flooring and put in the drop ceiling, and then hopefully we can start getting we get the slat walls up and start actually filling it in. And I'm wondering if I should break everything up, because I know we've been filmed a couple of little clips of that so we can string it together to show the construction of those 2 rooms like we did in the old house. But also I'm wondering if I should do a full-on tour of toy room 1 by itself, or if I should wait and then do all of the museum together, although that might be kind of long.
Yeah, I don't understand that, Frankenfrog. Why would you destroy everything somebody used to like? I mean, again, I'm back to the money aspect. Your whole mission as a company is to make money, period. And it used to be, if you made a product that people didn't like and people didn't buy, you scrapped that product and you changed it and made it into what people liked and what people were going to buy. Now it's like, okay, we know what people like. We know what people are going to buy. Let's destroy that. Like you're saying, let's destroy that and make whatever we want to make. And it just, that just sounds
and you
stupid.
alienate the fans, and you're not doing anything that is attracting or endearing a new audience.
No, because I'm not a Star Trek fan. I've seen, literally in my life, I've seen probably one full episode. And the one episode I saw was fine. Nothing to make me say, ooh, I want to watch the whole series. But just seeing what they've done the last 5 years don't make me want to ever watch Star Trek.
That's like I always say, though, stick with the older stuff. If they come out with something new and it's garbage, just pretend like you never saw it, and then you stick with what you love. Stick with what you know.
Yeah.
Like I said about the Indiana Jones, even there's been 5 Indiana Jones movies. As far as I'm concerned, there's only 3. Okay, the 3 that came out in the 80s. The 3 that came out in the 80s. The other 2 don't count. And Robert wants to know what studs are. Studs are the supporting framework. When you put the frame up inside of the house before you put your walls on. When you take all the wooden boards and you line them up like a cage on the wall, and you attach it, and then the sheetrock goes up on that.
Yeah. The new season 2 of Monarch on Apple TV, first episode. See, first episode. That's 1 out of how many episodes? 6.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like people watch these new Star Wars. I haven't seen any of the Star Wars shows, but they watch the new Star Wars shows, and they're like, oh, well, 2 of the episodes were good, and then its season only had 6 episodes anyways, and 2 of the episodes were good, and 4 of the episodes weren't so good. Then there were no good episodes. If 2 out of 6 were okay, and the other 4 were crap, then it wasn't worth watching. I'm sorry.
I'm reading what Axel Foley said. It's the new world globalist psyops to cause misery.
Probably.
Destroy everything that was normal and dear to us. It's quite a sinister thing. And an indie TV show, but no cartoon. No indie cartoon. Oh, it was not an Indiana Jones cartoon?
No, they had
Oh, wow.
they had a comic book, and they had a in the 90s they had young Indiana Jones, which was he was an old man,
Mm-hmm.
and he would sit there and narrate and recount adventures from different periods in his life, and a lot of them were from when he was a teenager, and it was actually a pretty decent show. I don't think it is it on disc. I don't know if they ever put that on disc.
Mm-hmm.
But the last 2 movies, awful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we were talking about Land of the Lost earlier, Johnny.
Yeah.
But yeah, or Star Wars. Stick with the first 3 or the first 6 if you like the Phantom Menace series, which a lot of people like the second and third one. They don't like the first one with Jar Jar, but whatever. It's just stick with that. You like Star Trek, stick with the Star Trek that you love. Don't worry about anything new that they made. Forget them. Just forget it ever happened. It was a mistake, because guess what? It's not Star Trek. What are they calling it? Kurtzman Trek. Why? Because it's not Star Trek. It's Kurtzman's. I think that's the producer, right? Or
Yes.
the director. That's his vision of what he wants Star Trek to be, but it's not what Star Trek was. So forget it.
I know I've said this before, and this is the last time I'm going to say it.
Oh, no.
If you want to make something, just make it outright. Don't take something that everybody knows and rework it. It's like you took a shirt that was good and fine, and you tear all of the seams out, and then you recut it, and you do all of these things and put it back together, and it don't even look like a shirt anymore.
Well, again, one, they think they're going to hijack an existing audience, but they're not.
Why not the goal be, let's draw in our own audience?
Because you won't get that audience, because what you're trying to do, nobody wants. So you think you're going to hijack an audience, and they're just going to watch it anyways because they're so diehard for their fandom. But it's not working. And they still haven't figured this out after more than a decade of doing this to these franchises. They just did it till Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I mean, name it, the Marvel films, and they keep ruining it and keep ruining it.
No.
Yeah, Frankenfrog liked Darth Maul. Everybody liked Darth Maul. He barely spoke. It's kind of like Boba Fett. Boba Fett said, 3 words in the original trilogy? Everybody's like, yeah, Boba Fett, man. So, Darth Maul's the same thing. Barely spoke.
They negate young Indiana Jones now like it never existed. They shortened them to movies and cut out the old Indiana with the eye patch.
Yeah.
Well, what would be a good
comic or TV show? Comic TV show you would want to see? What would be a good comic TV show that you would want to see? God, I don't know. What would I want to see turned into a TV show from a comic book?
The EC Comics.
They'd ruin it.
Yeah.
It'd be like Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, they'd make it all comedy.
That show is hit or miss, because some of the episodes are, that's pretty cool. And some of the episodes are like, why did they do this?
Yeah.
It's just awful. How about Roach Mill? Who knows who Roach Mill is? Who remembers Roach Mill? Let's see who's paying attention. Blackthorn Publishing.
I read the EC Comics, and they're short stories, but you can see it played out as a TV show, like an episode of Alfred Hitchcock or what was that, Outer Limits or
Mm-hmm.
even Twilight Zone, you can see it played out as that. And when I read it, I'm like, man, they could actually make either a full-length TV show or a full-length movie out of this story if they were to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
They can do that. I don't know, because I'll be too scared for them to touch anything that I actually like. I'll be too scared they're gonna ruin it. But I did like, and I must say it is because it's the truth, I did like what they did with Swamp Thing. I mean, now that I've read the book, I know
Mm-hmm.
he had nothing to do with the comic.
Yeah, well,
But I thought the story was good. And that's what, like, I thought that story was good. It took liberties, but it wasn't all like to the extreme liberties. It was like some liberties, not like, oh, I'm gonna just rip this to shreds liberties. I thought it was fine. They had a lot of backstory, like little side stories going on that was interesting that I wanted to know what was going to happen. Clone Wars was the best part of prequel era, but my nephew loved those movies as a kid. It was that was his era of Star Wars.
uh-huh.
I don't like prequels because you already started. Now you
Yeah,
see,
now you're
oh
going
man,
backwards.
people want to know how did we get here? So let's make a movie telling you or a TV show telling you how we got to this point. And then it's like, yeah, but now you're telling us about these people that were kids and we all used to this person right here, and we just can't figure it out.
Oh, well.
Axel Foley's going to stick with the 2007 Transformer. Captain Universe will make a fun show. Oh, with the main characters every
Saturday
few
morning likes that.
episodes.
I don't know. Robert likes the Indiana film.
The third one.
Just the other two are filler, not as good as the first three.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the very last one. Yeah, I know. I mean, Boxer. Richie, I mean Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah.
We're watching it now.
Yeah, we're watching Tales from the Dark Side.
But yeah, it was like that Tales from the Dark Side. And like one episode will be like, okay, that was kind of cool. And then the next episode, they're trying to be funny the whole time.
Yeah, it's like comedy.
Oh, it's painful.
Frankenfrog like Tales from the Dark Side. I can agree. Some of those episodes,
like Harry Anderson fighting with his answering machine throughout the whole episode, and it's like, oh please.
Yeah.
Did they do? Richie thinks there was a Flaming Carrot cartoon.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't remember. That's early Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Flaming Carrot and Concrete and stuff like that before they obtained the license for Terminator from Now Comics when Now Comics went out of business.
We were watching the Tales from the Crypt cartoon. That was awful. I did watch Tales from the Crypt, the live action TV show, when I was a kid. I remember watching that. I don't know nothing about a game show, though.
Game show.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Alpha Trion, how are you?
Alpha Trion's joining
Took
us.
all the mystery out of the characters. See? And then we got Anne. Hey, Anne, how are you?
Joining us here today.
Don't forget Creep Show. I never saw Creep Show.
Creep Show. Well, I mean, and they were doing those kind of films in the 70s.
All right, Kim Munin, thank you for joining us.
Because you remember Tom Baker was in one of them.
What, Creep Show?
But not Creep Show, but they had done a few of those comic adaptation stories, like where there's 3 stories in one horror film.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Baker was in one.
Yeah,
he was
I remember
a painter
that.
Or something.
They were all trapped in the basement of this building or something.
Yeah, and they were talking.
Yeah, but trying to figure out.
There was a few attempts like that in the early 70s of or mid 70s of comic book adaptations from the old EC comics like that. So, but
I think they're trying to get rid of superheroes, period. And John says the future of superhero movies. Superman sues both sets of his parents for making him a transgalactic being. Robin writes a tell-all book on his relationship with Batman. She-Hulk marries Catwoman. But I think they're just trying to destroy superheroes in comic books altogether, because the way of the comic book is bad. There's not
Comic
a lot
books
of
are suffering so bad now.
yeah, they're not really all that good. The movies and TV shows are tanking.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like maybe they're just trying to destroy comic books and superheroes. And if that's the case, just quit making the movies and writing the comic book. Why destroy it? Just stop. You know, if you want something to end, you don't have to destroy it. Just stop.
Mm-hmm. They because they I mean, their heyday is over. I mean, they've gone from selling hundreds of thousands and millions of copies to they're lucky if they can roll 10,000 of a title every month. You know, it's just gone.
No, Frankie Pro, we haven't gotten to that episode yet. But I remember watching Tales from the Dark Side as a kid, and I don't remember it being
that goofy.
No, I remember it being I don't know, like an Outer Limits or
some of the episodes are, but I mean, you know, it's like I said, it's hit or miss. The stories are all over the place. And BGC says the Hitchhiker 80s TV show was good.
Yeah, somebody else said that. Yeah. I never seen. I tried watching the cartoon.
I don't know how well I remember that.
You write that one down. That's the second time
I remember that.
Somebody said that. We tried watching the cartoon, and that was awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, what happened to my list of shows?
I don't know what you did with it.
The Hitchhiker. Okay, I'm gonna just write down Hitchhiker because it was something else I wanted.
Robert said Tom Baker got Doctor Who because of Ray Harryhausen, where he was a pirate or something. No, that was he was a wizard in the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, and he acted the hell out of that part.
Oh yeah,
he was real good. If you remember that one, it was the one where every time he cast a spell, he got a little older. Oh, come on. You're the worst with some of that.
I know I am. I never tried. I never denied that. You knew that before we got married, that I'm not good with TV shows and stuff like that.
With you?
I am not good with that.
Oh, boy.
Monster shows are even more goofy. Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, there you go. Richie said Tales from the Crypt, British movie anthology. That's right, but it was based off the old EC stuff.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Robert. Robert made a donation to the channel.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, all the help we can get.
I had a list. I cannot find it now.
It's around somewhere.
No, I'll find it later. Because I'm going to sit here and tear the drop.
You know what was a fun one? And I used to watch all the time, Canadian show, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I used to watch that. And Friday the 13th and Freddy's Nightmare.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, which had nothing to do with the movies.
No.
And it was an antique shop, and it turned out that the guy was working for Satan, and he died, and the brother or somebody inherited it and found out that everything that dude sold was cursed. And so he's on this mission to track down, because a record was kept of everybody who purchased something, to track them down and acquire the item back so it could be properly secured or disposed of and not harm anyone else.
I think we watched the Sinbad Voyage. Those are them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We watched all of those Harryhausen.
The Ray Harryhausen stuff. Yeah, we watched a series of those last year.
We watched like all of them.
Sunday mornings. But they were, it was fun stuff. Ray Harryhausen's films were fun.
It wasn't bad. It's not my type of thing, but it wasn't bad.
He's the one that got killed in the fountain. Does that sound familiar with Blood in the Fountain?
Who?
With Tom Baker in the Golden Voyage of Sinbad. He turned invisible, and Sinbad found his shadow in the fountain and stabbed him.
Okay.
All right. Oh boy. Okay. Saturday morning said a second
Oh.
one, Vault of Horror. I think we saw that one too.
I don't know, but I got the Vault of Horror comics.
Yeah, we saw that one too. It's some of the earliest of comic book movies that I think were halfway decent, unlike some of the Marvel attempts, like the original 70s Doctor Strange. Oh,
I never saw that.
That one belongs on Riff Tracks.
Oh wow,
it's hilarious. With his
All Nightmare. Oh, I never saw that one. Don't forget All Nightmare Cafe.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, some of the or like the made-for-TV movie Captain Americas. I have those on disc.
You know which one was awful? The Shadow. Because when we saw
That's the 40s one.
Yeah, you don't even know that it's the Shadow. I don't even think they call him the Shadow.
They did, but then you only saw him as the Shadow for like 20 seconds at the end of the film.
Yeah. And the first time we watched it, we didn't even know. Okay, the show said the Shadow, whatever, but it was like, what is this? I don't know. It was awful.
Johnny wants to know if we have time. No, I do not have Time Tunnel. I don't have Time Tunnel.
Oh, that's a TV. Oh, TV.
Yeah, that was a TV show. I think it was 60s actually.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't have Time Tunnel.
Well, that's an anthology.
Oh God, I can't. I remember it being on. I don't remember the show very well though. I just remember it being on, so I can't tell you off the top of my head. Richard
said there was another Canadian TV show called Sci Factor. I never heard of that. 90s had 3 movies. I saw when Tales from the Crypt came on HBO. That's when I used to watch it. The Side Effect that had Matt Fewer from Max Headroom. Oh, okay.
Richie's telling us there.
Oh,
Robert says Friday the 13th on YouTube. It's better to have it on disc though, because then if a show is a half an hour long, you'll watch it for an hour and 40 minutes because of the ads. Oh God. Yeah, Axel. We do watch a lot of films from the 40s, 30s and 40s. But the Shadow one, they didn't do a great job with it.
No.
Frankenfrog liked Night Gallery. I liked Night Gallery before it became the final season. It went in a different direction.
Yeah, it did. It became
not
supernatural.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know how to explain it either.
The first 2 seasons were pretty good, and then the last season, and everything was like demonic or paranormal somehow. And it's like it just took a weird turn. Took a weird turn, and I didn't care for it at all. But the first 2 seasons are really good.
Yeah.
Of Night Gallery. I wish I had some of the paintings.
Those paintings were nice. I actually looked it up to see if they were for sale or something.
There's a few of them have been made into posters, I think, but the original paintings, who knows what happened with them? They're sitting in someone's storage shed somewhere, and they'll be found, and they'll end up on Hake's auctions, and they'll go for $1 million.
I saw a pilot for the show, for the Shadow TV show, and it had it was bad. The Shadow was actually a shadow. Twilight Zone one step beyond.
It was fine the way he was. It's kind of like when they made The Question a supernatural character. He was fine the way he was. You didn't need to overpower him. They do that sometimes with these characters. They overpower them in an attempt to make them more interesting, and it's just kind of stupid.
Beyond the Veil was good.
We remember that one. Is that the one with the giant fireplace?
Yeah, and Hammer House was good. They had the Hammer House where each episode was like an hour long. That was really good. And I think both of those are on Tubi, I believe. Tubi has those. I was trying to write down whatever everybody putting down if I don't have it. Yeah, okay. That other one that Richard is talking about is on DVD. I don't think it's on, but I'm gonna write it down and look. But the majority of the things that y'all mentioned, and I look it up, is not on streaming at all. But I look it up anyway. You never know.
Yeah. He's talking Axel Foley talking about The Great Escape.
I saw that movie. Isn't that the one with where they escaped from prison and they dug a hole under the fence? In World War II or something? That's The Great Escape with that guy. Oh God, the guy with the blue eyes that was in prison. Luke. Cool Hand Luke.
The actor from Cool Hand Luke.
Yes.
You got me so jumbled up, I can't think of it now.
Oh,
Paul Newman?
Paul Newman. He got nice blue eyes. No, we don't have Alice.
Alice?
Yeah, the TV show Alice.
No, I don't have the TV show Alice.
Yeah, Alice Restaurant?
I do have Alice.
That's a great song.
That is a fantastic song. It's the greatest, most underrated protest song ever written. Alice's
You know which
Restaurant.
one I like? By Thorogood, when he was staying in the house and he didn't have money to pay his rent.
Oh yeah, the long form version, the like the 10-minute one.
Steve McQueen, that's who it
was.
One beer.
Yeah.
But he didn't have money to pay his rent, and the woman was like, "You're gonna pay your rent or you're gonna get out." And he couldn't find a job and all of that. That one, I like that one.
Yeah. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, that was good.
Oh, the 80s Twilight Zone had a spider episode. We watched the 80s and the 90s.
Not as good as the original.
No, but we did watch it.
Not as good as the original. So what are you going to do?
Nothing you can do.
Oh, boy.
Yes, amazing stories.
I remember Amazing Stories. I do remember Amazing Stories. I remember, what is the name of that other one? God, there's so many shows. The one with the little kid traveling through time.
Oh, it's on YouTube. The little kid.
Trying to think. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. You
had to give a little more than that.
He's traveling through time. There was a guy whose job it is to go back in time and fix things, but he was really bad at history for some reason, and the kid went with him because he was an orphan, but he was a really good history. Voyagers, that's it. Saturday Morning Remembered. Voyagers. See, so I knew somebody would get it.
And people
I knew somebody would get it. I couldn't think of the name of it. I used to watch that when I was a kid. I think it came on Sunday mornings. I actually have it on disc.
Oh, so I don't need to be writing it down.
Voyagers? No, I've got Voyagers on disc. I've got the whole series. That's what. Yeah, tons of great stuff. Live action stuff. I've got a lot of the Sid and Marty Krofft. I've got who remembers this one? This is a throwback for you. Now that I think about
Robert said Alice was weird and they had a depressing movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't really remember the show that well. That's the one where they were in the restaurant, Mel's Diner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then and Kiss My Grits, the lady used to say. I don't remember the show. All I remember was they were in the diner. And it was Mel's Diner. That's all I remember about that show. I don't know nothing else.
Who remembers this one?
Nobody. Who remembers Zoobilee Zoo? That's what you need to remember.
This is better. Who remembers New Zoo Review? Come on.
Nobody.
Season 1, 59 episodes. 59 episodes.
Too much.
This is fun. They had action figures. Well, they're bendies.
Oh yeah.
They're bendies.
We watched
and they came
Masters of the Universe last week. With the
film.
Yeah, because they said Courtney Cox and she was in it.
Yeah. We watched the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe.
Anne remembers.
Yeah, New Zoo Review.
And Richard remembers.
Coming right at you. Press here And you know what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing, because the battery's dead. It actually did play music.
Oh,
When you
really?
pressed this, yes. But the new zoo review, that was awesome.
New zoo review coming to you.
It's fun.
I never heard of it before.
Fun vintage show.
I guess.
And then, of course, this is what we were talking about earlier, was the Land of the Lost. There it is. All 3 seasons. And, of course, you know, the 3rd season was good also, but replacing Dad just kind of killed it. But Sid and Marty Krofft's only live action Saturday morning drama, as far as I can remember.
Do you have the live TV show Wonderbug, Sid and Marty Krofft?
No, I don't have Wonderbug.
No, Johnny, he doesn't have that.
I don't have that one. Let's see how old.
See, Eric remembers Zoobly Zoo with Van Vereen.
That's right. I remember Zoobly Zoo too, and they filmed that in Boston.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. And I remember at the Children's Museum in Boston, they would come out and do autograph signings.
Oh, really? In costume?
Yes.
Mm.
And then I forget which guy it was. The guy who played the beaver had to apologize because he had to take his glove off because the signing the autographs, it was too much for him. He had some kind of problem. And he was like, I'm sorry, you know, to break character, I can't keep because, you know, they had the mitts to look like they had paws or whatever. He's like, I can't do it anymore. I've got to have my hand free because it hurts.
Oh, that's Scrooge McDuck.
Yes.
Yes, the theme song is now racing through my head, and I won't be able to get it out.
Because it's the new zoo review.
No, Zoobly Zoo.
And it's coming right at you.
The Great Space Coaster.
I remember Great Space Coaster. No Gnu's is Good Gnu's with Gary Gnu.
Gullah Gullah Island.
How about this one? Who's old enough to remember this?
No one.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I think Bigfoot and Wild Boy, Johnny, was part of the Krofft Superstar Hour, where they had a bunch of, like Electra Woman and Dyna Girl was not its own show. It was a piece of a like sort of variety show. Who remembers Lancelot and Lake? They had these trained chimpanzees, and they would dress them up, and they would move their mouths, and they got their voices dubbed like they were actually talking, and it was like supposed to be a comedy spy show. It was bizarre. Saturday morning live action. If anybody remembers this. Who remembers watching this one?
Nobody. I'm gonna quit saying that.
How about this?
Jason of Star Command.
Jason of Star Command. And look who that is.
Who's that?
Some of you know who that is, don't you? That's James Doohan.
Who's he?
Scotty from Star Trek. Jason of Star Command with what's his name? Sid Haig as the main villain, with probably one of the best maniacal laughs on television. And this was a live action Saturday morning, and it was on CBS. And I swear to God, they never play. It was the whole series is one continuous show.
And I like shows like that.
And they never played it in order, I swear. It was always out of order. It was like this week, episode 17, and then the next week, this week, episode 4.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, CBS. But yeah, it's an anthology. The whole series is one show. And this also ties in with the original Space Academy show. I don't know if I have Space Academy.
I got the figures because I bought the wrong thing.
Well, that's we're talking about a different Space Academy.
Oh, okay.
This is 70s. You're talking about a 90s show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
then I ended up getting the right one, so now I got 2.
That's him with the glowing eye there, Sid Haig, and he had a great laugh on this show. They had a great laugh on this show.
Okay.
And then Space Academy had what's his name, who played Dr. Smith from Lost in Space on that show.
Did y'all see the new inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Oh boy, don't start that.
Because we were watching some videos and they were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the new inductees, and I'm just sitting there like, I don't think these people are actually, you would actually consider or would even consider themselves rock and roll. So it just felt kind of weird. Like, what direction are they going in? They probably need to change the name of the Hall of Fame.
They need to call it
or
the
add a Hall of Fame for them.
Pop Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Rather than Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would make a lot more sense.
Yeah. And then we got Steven here with us.
Yeah,
do you have Lance Link Secret Chimp? Didn't you just show that?
No, I had
No, he don't have it, Steven. Steve.
Oh, see, there's the Space Academy show. That was the companion show to that. I don't remember Blake's 7.
Yeah, I agree with you, Anne. But now he is in there with Genesis, but he's not in there with as a solo artist.
He's in as the band.
Yeah, I think In Excess need to be in there. I think they're a great rock and roll
and
band.
The greatest live action Saturday morning cartoon show, but the live action show from the 70s, of course.
I don't know about that.
The original Filmation Ghostbusters. This is actually funny. The original Filmation Ghostbusters. Before Dan Aykroyd got a hold of it. Yeah, Lancelot Link. He said it backward. Richie, yes. So Steve, yes, I do. That's the one I was just showing a minute ago. I thought he had me thinking there might have been a companion show I wasn't aware of.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a crying shame. In Excess is not in the Hall of Fame. And David keeps saying this, but I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. He said Led Zeppelin is not in there. I don't know how they're not in there. If you're going to put all these other people in there, like they nominated Shakira and Mariah Carey, Wu-Tang Clan, people like that. And it's like, they don't even consider themselves rock and roll artists. It's like, you need to define what rock and roll is.
Huey Lewis ain't in there.
No, Huey Lewis is not in there.
And he had the heart of rock and roll.
That's right.
And it keeps beating. Now, you all remember this one.
Everybody remember Pee-wee.
Saturday morning CBS Pee-wee's Playhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But who remembers this one from Saturday morning?
No one.
No one?
Mm-mm.
He had Randy Savage used to come, was on the show. Randy Savage as in character.
I think Joaquin Phoenix did an amazing job as the Joker.
I think most of them did. After Jack Nicholson, I see what you're saying, because Cesar Romero, I thought, did a good job.
Yeah.
I thought obviously Jack Nicholson did a good job.
Keith Ledger did a good job too.
But they all played a different type of Joker. Yeah. So it's, it depends. It depends.
Yeah.
They all played a different type of Joker. But yeah, I think that the only one that nobody liked was the
Jared Leto.
Yeah, the Jared Leto Joker. I think that's the one everybody pans.
Richard said that Led Zeppelin is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Is it?
Yeah, they were inducted in 95.
Oh, okay.
I don't
even know. I don't really keep track of it, but
I don't know. David kept saying that. I was like, how can they not be?
I don't know.
Yes, there are no more real rock and roll people anymore. They're all in the 50s or the 50s through the 70s.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
No, it started to trail off after the mid 90s.
Yeah.
And then,
especially when people stop playing instruments.
Yeah.
Because they get up there, half of these bands, these modern ones anyway, they don't play instruments. They all got machines, drum machines and different machines playing the instrument. It's not a person a lot of the times, sometimes, but not most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say something. Today I bought it.
Johnny
Huckleberry.
got Huckleberry Hound.
That's the cartoon.
Yes, Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
I,
Richie has a so
It's
we
not-
all do. We all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
Hey, Vern. It's Ernest.
Eric wants to know.
Yeah. Do you have that?
I've got some of the Ernest. I've got a like a block of Ernest films.
The Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, Ernest Saves Christmas and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Ernest Goes to Jail, whatever. I don't have a TV show though. No, he started with the commercials. He started with those commercials. Actually,
Alex says, "Oh,
Heath was
Alex.
too evil. He didn't like Heath Ledger's.
That was my first bad impression of a Batman movie.
That's the type of Joker they were looking for, though.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they wanted. So, I mean, that's what he gave them.
30s to the 90s. I can agree with that, John.
Yeah.
Out of Sight is here.
Sight Beyond Sight.
Out of Sight.
Yeah.
Sight Beyond Sight.
Sight Beyond Sight, the Thundercat.
Hey. It's Sight.
Albert.
It's Sight Beyond Sight.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, just like everything else, I think it peaked in the mid-'80s.
Mm-hmm.
Music, movies, television, wrestling. I mean, majority of it, I think, all peaked in the 80s, and then it starts gradually declining through the 90s, and then by the time you hit the 2000s, you're scraping the ground, and just kept going.
Oh, really? There's also a DVD collection of Ernest P. Worrell's stuff that's not movies.
Oh, you mean like his old commercials and such? I haven't seen those in forever. You
can't even find them when we look up like commercial blocks. You never see them in commercial blocks.
There's a lot of commercials that haven't been restored. Well, none of them have been restored. That's part of, that's why, because sometimes people complain, oh, the quality on that wasn't, because, I put commercial blocks up sometimes. Try finding any. They're not restored. Nobody cares about that stuff. And then, like, for example, I've got one up for St. Patrick's Day. Man, it's tough to find vintage St. Patrick's Day commercials at all.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. Valentine's, I had a time finding any Valentine's ones. Mother's Day, because I've done a Mother's Day block, really hard to find. I put up a St. Patrick's Day vintage cartoon with vintage commercial collection recently. And that was hard. That was very hard to find any vintage St. Patrick's Day cartoons at all. There's almost nothing available. And I did one for Easter. That was a little easier. I've got a Halloween one that's going to be going up shortly.
Oh, okay.
I might put it up tomorrow. I might put that up
Not
tomorrow.
Halloween.
Yeah, I know, but I'll put it up anyway.
Okay.
I mean, hell, people still watching the Christmas ones I did.
Yeah.
So somebody might enjoy that. I like putting that kind of stuff up. I did the one for the 50s and 60s cereal commercials, stuff people probably haven't seen in forever. But it's fun, and that's out of my league too, because I'm not that old, but they're still fun to watch. Really interesting.
How about Arbor Day? Snoopy did an Arbor Day special and no one else.
Yeah, but you're not putting anything Peanuts up.
Purity milk commercials that Jim Verney did. Pre-Ernest as a drill sergeant.
That sounds familiar.
Really?
That sounds familiar, actually.
One of the best musical duets that I still love to this day is the one that Nat King Cole did with his daughter. That was good. Singing the song Unforgettable. That was a good song. And they did a music video, too, of that, where she did a duet. They kind of spliced it together. It came out well.
Uh-huh.
I think that was good.
I think I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was well done.
That does sound familiar.
Mm-hmm. I like that. But I don't know about that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because it was a big deal last year when they said the nominees.
Everybody's mad every year now. And it's like...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've done a few old toy commercials. I've got a block of vintage Robert's Asking.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a block of vintage Mark's Big Wheels, a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of Big Wheel commercials. I've got a commercial block for Inhumanoids, action figures. I've done a few of those, so they're on the channel. They're on the channel, and they might be in the playlists if you look in the playlists.
Johnny says that Jimmy Hart was born in Jackson, Mississippi. He was born in West Point, so he's gonna have to mention that.
Okay.
You got to go to Jackson and see if they got something put up for him, like a little memorial or something, or they named his street. You know, they like doing that. If a famous person was born on a street,
they try like to claim it.
Yeah.
Like they had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. And then they try to make the house they were born in, what you call it when
museum?
No. A historical landmark.
Oh boy.
And you get that brown sign.
Yeah, like the like the house that Kennedy was born in Brookline, Massachusetts. It's a tiny place.
The Jackson House.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson.
It's got a plaque in front of it. It's not like you can go in there and do anything. It's just, it's like, why bother?
I never seen an ad promoting comics.
The only ones I ever really remember was the G.I. Joe ones.
For comics?
Yeah,
comic books?
Yeah, because that's how they were originally promoting the action figures, was with the comic book ads.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember too many comic book promotion commercials. I've got the one for Jerry Seinfeld with Superman. I've got the Terry Tate. The Terry Tate is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
The Terry Tate office linebacker is absolutely hilarious.
That's not a comic book though.
Well, still, but I'm talking about commercial blocks.
Oh.
I highly recommend taking a look at the Terry Tate office linebacker, Superman Peanut Butter, and my favorite, Superman versus Nick O'Teen, who needs an action figure. Yeah. Nick O'Teen, whose power it is to seduce children into smoking cigarettes. Those commercials are a mess.
Really? The band Gorillaz just released a hand-animated short film, 13 minutes long.
I remember Gorillaz.
Yeah. Wasn't there a rap group?
No, they're not a rap group. They're not a rap group.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I remember Gorillaz.
I remember the name, and I remember seeing like the cover of an album. But I honestly never listened to them, so I don't really know what they are. I think I just thought they were a rap group. I don't know.
No, but still. But yeah, I've done a lot of those over the years, commercial blocks and animated blocks of like television cartoon specials.
Really?
From our childhood.
David has the Prime One Studio.
The kid with the Kung Fu grip got it for $600.
That's good.
Wow.
That's about how much it cost when it came out.
Yeah. That's
Micronauts animated movie. How are you doing, kid with the Kung Fu grip?
Yeah, we had because she had given it to me as an anniversary gift some years ago.
Yeah.
And it's not on display right now because we don't have the space cut out for it.
But I like that. When I saw it, I was like, man, that's a nice statue. I don't collect G.I. Joe, so I wasn't going to get it for myself, but I know David did. So I was like, he can display it and I can look at it. Gorilla features a rap artist in most of their hits. Okay, that's probably why I thought they were.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a nice piece. I really like that piece. I really want the Prime One Studio Swamp Thing. I want that statue. I missed it when it came out originally, but I would love to have that statue.
Richie wants to know if I remember Chiller Theater. Chiller Theater. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we've watched it. We've watched Chiller. Yeah, we have.
Okay.
You probably don't remember because they all kind of blend in together.
Yeah, I probably know it if I saw it. and just don't remember the name. Perhaps I just don't remember the name. So it is what it is. Yeah, the kid wants to know how we're doing with the new house. It's
we're loving it.
Yeah, it's a nice house.
Yeah, it's nice. It's comfortable. It has the space we needed.
Again, we got 2 rooms under construction so we could expand the museum.
Yeah.
And been working on that this week. Actually, we had to put it off for a long time because of family issues. We couldn't do it. And now we're moving ahead. I'm hoping to get it up and running before Toylanta, if it's possible. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, the Prime
I didn't know they did a Destro.
Yeah, they did a. Was that Prime One Studios? Did they do the Destro, or was it Sideshow?
I don't know. I didn't know they did a Destro.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Seemed like that's a bit much for a Prime One. What? It might be Destro because it's just a one character. You know, they usually do better with big things. You know, with a lot of extra stuff going on. But I don't know. I never seen it, so I don't know, because we stopped kind of looking at statues. We haven't looked at statues in a long time, so I don't know.
Okay.
Oh wow! Physical Media Con, but was not able to go. Funny, VHS got top billing.
Says Saturday Morning Fan. Yeah, there's a lot. Yes, there is. Axel wants to know if there's a 9.9 in comic grades. Yes, there is, and a 10 as well.
The 10 get that gold label, don't it? That gold sticker?
No, that's for autographs. No.
No, the number is gold.
Right? I don't remember. I don't have any 10s. So Johnny wants to know about anchoring the bottom to the studs.
No.
You shoot it into the ground.
It's a piece, it's a tool that comes with a 22 caliber shot, and you hit it with the hammer.
Actually, I can show it to you,
and it beats it into the ground, into the concrete.
It's sitting right in the doorway to the room.
Prime One did it. I'm gonna look it up. I'm just curious to see what it looks like. Yeah, check it out. It's beautiful. I'm curious to see what it looks like. I like the Destro character. That's one of my favorite characters of G.I. Joe, but I never saw that. So I'm gonna definitely look that up. I'm just curious to see what it looks like and what all he comes with, especially the base, because Prime One Studio does really good, like I said, with big stuff. When they have to do this big elaborate base, they do really good with that. So I just want to see what all they did with that. This is that weapon thing.
This is called a ram set, and it is exactly what it is. So in the hole right there, there is a special nail with a rubber guard on it. It's like a 2.5 to 3 inch nail that you insert in here, and it goes all the way in. And then you open the ram set, and right there you actually load a 22 caliber bullet. It's a blank. It doesn't have the bullet on it. It's just the cartridge, right? Like for a blank pistol. You load it in there, close it up, and then you strike that with a hammer, and bam! It fires.
It's loud too.
Because it's like a gun. It is a gunshot, and it fires the bullet. It fires the nail out of the end, right through the wooden stud into the concrete, and anchors it.
And it is loud, because when we were doing it at the other house, somebody actually came to the door while we were doing it. And they're like, "What do y'all got, a firing range in there?" Yeah. And we had on the ear muffs and everything, because it is loud.
It is that loud. But so yeah, you put again 22 caliber blank, and then the rubber bit on the nail is actually to keep it from just flying right through the wood.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look those up. I'm just curious to see how it looks.
Yeah, the kids telling us about more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should wear hearing protection, John.
Yeah.
It's pretty freaking loud.
It is, and you can hear it. Like I said, we had a you know, those people that come around trying to sell you stuff, they were actually coming around while we were doing it, and the guy heard it. He was like, "What are y'all doing in there? You got a gun range?"
Think about the dedication there, though. You heard gunshots and you still rang the doorbell. Hi, how you doing? I'm from Xfinity.
Hey, I want to sell you something. It's not like I'm not going to that house because I hear gunshots.
I heard a gunshot.
And no neighbors call the
let me just mosey on down the road.
No neighbors call the police. Hey, I think I hear gunshots at my neighbor house.
No.
No, we ain't getting none of that. No, Robert, it's not a toy. We just explained what it was.
This is a tool. This is a tool. It's a dangerous tool. You better know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or because again, you're putting, even though there's no actual bullet, the cartridge is real. It's like a real blank 22 caliber cartridge, so it fires the nail like a bullet. So it's you know, any kind of tool you got to be careful with. You
got a GameCube back there? A GameCube?
Yes, I do. I have two of them.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you see a GameCube.
It's right here.
It's right. You can't see it, but yeah, it's a GameCube back there. Yeah, I don't know if you got Mario Kart or Mario Party, something or another.
I don't think so.
No, he don't have any of those games.
With the converter on it for putting in the Game Boy cartridges. I don't think I have Mario Kart for the GameCube. Because I got the discs here.
Axel said he was going to collect anything graded a 10 about a year ago because they weren't hard to find and so relatively affordable. But
they'd probably be mostly modern books.
Yeah, mainly modern books. Yeah. Nothing old though. My brother has been and talked about y'all at Joe Fest. How did I miss y'all? I don't know, but we go to Joe Fest every year. So if you go this year, make sure you stop and give us a wave. Say, hey, let us know that you're the kid with the Kung Fu grip.
Joe Lanta, Toy Lanta, and Joe Fest. You'll probably see us there filming. Yeah, this is what I got for the GameCube. See, there's Zelda, Windwalker, Zelda bonus disc, Ocarina, and Master Quest. There's Mario Sunshine. Let's see what else we got there. The Sonic Mega Collection with 7 hits.
Oh wow!
Oh boy, yeah. There's Rocky.
You got Mike Tyson Punch Out?
No. Oh. That's a Nintendo cartridge.
Well,
that
is Nintendo
NES. Paper Mario. Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects.
Yeah, I'm sure the GameCube is online. Everything else is on there.
Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, I don't want to play nothing online though. I want my own stuff. And Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. That's all I have for the GameCube.
Oh, so you don't have a big collection?
No, I don't have a big collection.
Oh, okay. Oh well.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't know because I don't play them video games.
Oh well, deep subject.
John had a vintage Roy Rogers cat pistol that used to fire very loudly, especially when I brought mine to my grandparents and fired it during the UG.
Shame on you, John.
Of course, impossible to get the gold, silver, bronze, age 10.
I would think so. Great, I would think so. But,
yeah, you can, Johnny. You can buy it online at Home Depot. You can walk into Home Depot and get one right now.
It's called a Ram set.
Yeah.
It's called a Ram set. And like I said, it blows it right through into the concrete.
Does it hurt your hand after a while when you bamming on it?
As long as you're not hitting it with the hammer.
Don't hit.
They have automatic ones too that are shaped like a gun. That
you don't need that
that you can use as well. But the Ram set one where you just put the cartridge in one at a time is good enough.
Yeah, and it's fairly cheap.
But no, it doesn't really hurt your hands. I didn't think so.
Yeah,
like I said, you load it and you set it, and then you strike it with the hammer, and that causes the bullet to fire, or the cartridge to discharge, rather. Anyways, it's almost at the 2-hour mark, so we'll probably go ahead and start signing off. I think it's an ice cream night. Hey, I wanted to, of course, give special thanks to Pastor Rick, to Stone Sour, to Rich, and to Robert for making donations to the channel today. Help us out with our feline friends. Very much appreciated. Taking care of our shelter cats, of which we have a crap ton of them. We have too many. Yeah. Too many, but as long as they come around for a meal, I will take care of them. I don't think we're going to be filming another. I don't think we're going to get to another show until Toylanta. Yeah. And we should be there all 3 days, and we'll be filming.
So that'll be our next tour
or live
Comic-Con or
tour.
Con or something.
Yeah, next convention tour live.
Yeah, convention.
And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to be putting up the block of vintage Halloween specials, some of which you've probably never seen or probably haven't seen in forever, with original Halloween commercials reinserted back in to the time slots. So thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. Hope you had a good time, and we will do this again sometime soon.